Did you know that just 10 days of bed rest can cost a 70-year-old 5% of their leg muscle? That's strength gone, almost overnight. But here's the good news. Just one simple food, one most seniors aren't getting enough of, can literally protect your independence. Stay with me, because in this video, we're breaking down what it is, why it matters, and how to use it to keep your muscles strong, even in your 70s, 80s, and beyond. After 60, our muscles begin to quietly disappear. It's a condition called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. You might not notice it at first. Maybe you start walking slower. You feel a little more tired climbing stairs. But over time, it leads to falls, fractures, slower recovery, and loss of independence. And while aging plays a role, science shows it's not just age, it's also diet. Recent research reveals that seniors who eat less of one specific nutrient are far more likely to lose muscle at an alarming rate. What's that nutrient? Protein. Let's look at the science, and then I'll show you exactly how much you need, where to get it, and what happens if you don't. Yes, why protein matters more as you age. Let's start with something no one tells you. You eat well, you stay active, but your muscles, they're still shrinking. That's not your fault. It's your body's biology. As we get older, especially past 60, our bodies begin to experience something called anabolic resistance. It sounds technical, but here's what it means. Your body stops using protein as efficiently to build and maintain muscle. So even if you're eating the same meals you always have, you're not getting the same benefits anymore. Imagine this. At age 40, your breakfast of eggs and toast helped fuel muscle repair after a morning walk. But at 70, that same breakfast might not be enough to stop muscle loss. And here's why that matters. Muscle isn't just about strength or appearance. It protects your bones. It supports your balance. It helps regulate your metabolism and blood sugar. It keeps you independent. Now, let's talk science. A study from Wake Forest University found that older adults who ate more than 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight per day not only preserved more lean muscle, but actually saw improvements in bone density. That's a double win, less frailty and fewer fractures. Another 6-month clinical trial showed that seniors on a higher protein diet lost body fat while maintaining muscle mass. Even more impressive, they saw better numbers and markers linked to longevity. Meanwhile, the group eating a standard low-protein diet, they lost fat, but also lost muscle. And that kind of loss is dangerous. It slows recovery, increases fall risk, and makes it harder to regain strength. So ask yourself, how much protein are you actually eating each day? Most people guess wrong. In fact, research shows that up to 60% of adults over 60 don't get enough protein to maintain muscle health. Take a moment to think about your meals. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Are you getting enough? Coming up next, we'll break it down clearly. How much protein you need based on your weight, and how to spread it throughout the day to keep your muscles strong. Stay with me. 2. How much protein do you need? So now you understand why protein matters, but the next big question is this. How much do you actually need, especially after 60? Most people assume they're getting enough. They eat a piece of meat at dinner, maybe a few eggs in the morning, and figure they're covered. But the science says otherwise. As we age, our bodies require more protein, need less. Why? Because of something we touched on earlier. Anabolic resistance. You need a higher intake to trigger the same muscle-building response that came easily in your younger years. So, here's what researchers now recommend. If you're between ages 50 and 65, aim for 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. If you're 65 or older, you'll need even more, 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kilogram. Let's break that down. If you weigh around 70 kilograms, or about 154 pounds, you'll need between 84 and 105 grams of protein every single day just to maintain your muscle mass. Not build, just maintain. And here's the kicker. You can't get it all in one sitting. Your body doesn't absorb protein efficiently if you overload it in one meal. That chicken breast you eat at dinner, it might only give you partial benefit if you've eaten very little protein the rest of the day. Instead, what your body needs is consistency. Research shows that spreading your protein across all 3 meals, with around 25 to 35 grams per meal, leads to better muscle retention and strength gains. So, let's make it visual. Start your day with a protein-rich breakfast, 2 eggs, some Greek yogurt, or a scoop of protein powder in a smoothie. Lunch, add lean chicken, tuna, or tofu to your salad. Dinner, salmon, beans, or cottage cheese can bring you across the finish line. Still unsure where you stand? Try tracking your meals for just one day. You may be shocked by how little protein you're actually getting. And coming up next, we'll talk about how to get more protein into your diet without overeating, including the best snacks, spreads, and supplements for seniors. Stay with me. There are 3 smart ways to get more protein without overeating. Let's say you now know your target, 80 to 100 grams of protein a day. But how do you actually reach that goal without feeling stuffed or overwhelmed? The key is simple. Don't load it all into one meal. Your body doesn't absorb protein efficiently when you overload it all at once. Instead, spread your intake evenly across the day. Think of it like watering a plant. You wouldn't pour the whole jug at once and walk away. Start with breakfast. Most people skip protein in the morning, opting for toast or cereal, but that's a missed opportunity. Instead, try 2 eggs with a side of Greek yogurt, or blend up a quick smoothie with protein powder, almond milk, and frozen berries. Just like that, you've already taken in 25 to 30 grams before 9 a.m. At lunch, go for a lean protein source like grilled chicken, tofu, tuna, or lentils. Add it to a salad or grain bowl. Even a hearty lentil soup can add a surprising amount of protein. And when the afternoon slump hits, skip the chips or crackers. Snack smarter with cottage cheese, roasted chickpeas, or a protein bar. Let's be clear, this isn't about eating more food. It's about swapping low-value calories for high-protein, muscle-supporting fuel. You should also focus on leucine-rich proteins. This amino acid is especially effective in turning on the muscle-building process. Foods high in leucine: eggs, dairy, soy, and fish. And if you're recovering from illness or injury, your protein needs actually increase. That's when protein shakes can help bridge the gap, paired with gentle resistance moves like chair squats, resistance bands, or light weights. And here's something powerful. Protein works even better when combined with strength training. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who combined resistance training twice a week with protein intake saw up to 40% greater muscle retention than diet alone. So, don't wait. Start building protein into every meal and snack consistently, intentionally, and with your strength in mind. Coming up next, we'll wrap it all together and reveal one plant-based protein that performs just as well as meat. You might already have it in your fridge. Let's bring it all together. Muscle loss after 60 isn't a theory, it's a reality. But the good news is, it's also one of the most preventable threats to your independence, and it doesn't require a gym membership or a drastic lifestyle overhaul. It starts with one simple change: getting enough protein every single day. Not just at dinner, not just once in a while, but spaced throughout your meals, in forms your body can use. Paired with movement that tells your muscles, stay strong, stay alive, I still need you. You've now seen how protein protects your bones, supports your balance, and even helps regulate your metabolism. This one nutrient could be the difference between relying on a walker or walking confidently on your own. But here's where most people miss the mark. Not all proteins are created equal. In our next video, we'll reveal the top 5 high-impact protein sources for seniors, including one plant-based food that science shows can perform just as well as animal protein. You might already have it in your kitchen. Click now. Your strength depends on what you do next.